This is Officer 10 Toes Down, and I got a message for the youth. If you commit a crime and I find out about it before the police do, I'm gonna make a YouTube video about it, and I'm putting your face and your name and your address and everything in it, because you need to learn a lesson. Like and subscribe to my channel.
Hey, yo, man. Holla at me with some bread if you want to collab with me. You heard? Check my video with Conway the Machine. You heard? Hear me spitting them bars of death on there. Because I'm nasty. And I've been nasty. You heard? Find out about me. Join my Patreon if you want to hear me addressing these groupies that I got on YouTube. You know these band of groupies always putting my name in their uploads. I'm addressing all of them on Patreon. So make sure you check that link in the comments and the description and join today. It's a party over there.
You feel me? So I remember I said that to him. When I said that to the boy, he go, he say some shit. He ain't call me the SL, disrespectful terms on blood. He ain't violate like that. But he just like, oh, all right, we gotta get it in. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm excited now. Now I'm about to make a movie. So now we go upstairs. Before we go up the stairs, go in somebody's room. We get down. Shice had a big cousin. You feel me? I ain't gonna put his name out there, but he was a blood. So we started rocking with the blood wave. You feel me? And even to the point where I remember, you know, Taxstone, right?
I don't know the bro, but yeah.
But you know, Taxstone, he went to Canarsie with me. You feel me? I got kicked out after the first year because of truancy, so I went to Spofford. But I don't know nothing too much about Taxstone. He used to go by the name Tax Dollar. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I'm not mistaken, he used to go by the name Tax Dollar from Starlight. And they used to be beefing with the BMW niggas. You feel me? Canarsie, you know, it was a lot of shit going by Canarsie. You got Seaview, Bayview, but yeah, they used to beef with the BMW niggas. And I remember this clear as day. I'll never forget this shit. You know when you first start school and you got orientation, you go to the auditorium and get your classes, find out where you're going and everything? I don't know how they do it for you, but you understand the concept, right? Where all the kids go in the auditorium and you're trying to find out where you're going to give you a paper.
No doubt.
The nigga Tax Dollar walked up in the auditorium, in a big auditorium, in a high school auditorium, walked on the stage, and nigga said, I'm Tax, I'm blood, anybody want to see me, Nigga, I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was shocked, nigga. And he was a freshman. He gotta be the same age bracket as me. Either that or he was a transfer, he might be 1 year old, or he got left back. It's gotta be one of those, because I was a freshman in there, and he was coming in there too, and I think I never seen him in the school, so I don't know. And the boy came out in front of that auditorium and said who he was and started banging blood. As crip as Canarsie was at the time, it was intriguing. So now I'm leading up to the point where I got my first time I get cut. So now the blood wave is going on. Again, we putting the name in the hood. We starting to spread out. You feel me? The Flatlands are starting to fuck with us. Niggas from Brookline is fucking with us. The 90s. You feel me? You know, everybody's kind of really giving more respect to the 90s now. You feel me? The Crip niggas are kind of quiet. You feel me? The OG Crip at the time was a boy named Fish. I don't know if he was from Brookline or the Hundreds, but he was a nigga, and he was quiet. He wasn't really. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from the niggas, but you feel me? They was quiet. Crips was way more prevalent for Bloods at the time. You feel me? Back then, the only Crip hoods they had was Sally Gangsters. You feel me? That's an older hood, rolling 60s, and the GSC. You feel me? And yeah, that was it. Other shit started making noise later. So at that time now, I'm over here doing no street bullshit. I get sent to Spofford. When I get to Spofford, I remember ACS got involved because he ran away from home here. He's cutting class, and my mom didn't know any better, bro. She's an immigrant from Haiti, bro. She worked her ass off. She bust her ass to get a college degree. I didn't realize her struggle till I got older. You feel me? I was just kind of wanting to be a delinquent. So when she going to court for me, I remember the little lawyer, the representative, talking to her, and I'm like, yo, now I know now it's just like a public defender. They not, you feel me? And they telling her like, yo, you can't handle him, we can help him. You feel me? They giving her the rule, right? Like, yo, if you could sign up here and tell the judge this, we can help him make it better. So I remember the court said all the shit, and they told her that, and then they said, She's like, yo, I don't know if y'all can help me. I don't know what to do. Y'all can do something with him. I don't know what to do. So now I go to the group home process. I go there. The first shit I go to is Atlantic. I was down the block from Gowanus in Wyckoff. You know what Gowanus and Wyckoff is.
Of course.
So that's at that time. So now I'm leaving. Canarsie is mostly houses. Brookline is the only projects really. They got matter of fact, no, they got by Seaview and all that. But around my immediate area, Brookline was really the only projects. And we had to go through a park to get to their side. So now I'm over here seeing Gowanus and Wyckoff, and that's when you feel me, Twin had over there. I mean, that's when niggas eating. I don't know what happened. Shit happened over there, but that's what was really the block over there. And the funny thing about Atlantic around that time at 13 when I was over there at by the project, because that was the first time where I realized, like, I don't know if this shit gonna sound weird, where I realized like females, like bitches could be whores. Like, I don't know how it's like, when I realized like you could rock with a bitch and the bitch would be a whole hoe and you don't know. No. When I say it like that, let me explain the situation so you can kind of catch what I'm saying. I mean the joint all the way over there by Atlantic. You feel me? Nobody know the joint. Rocking the joint. I bring the joint back to my hood to the floss. When I get to the floss, some older niggas like, yo, oh, we know Shorty. Shorty woo woo. We all had Shorty a party woo. That's what I meant. Like that, as a 13-year-old, it was the first time where I could see that.
Yeah, hell yeah. 13 years old, you don't have a clue.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said that. I mean, that was the first time I seen that. I was like, yo, what? They're like, oh yeah, Shorty got the joint, the tattoo behind the ear, right? I'm like, oh no. I was in there cupcaking, you know what I mean? I'm over here walking close with the joint. Yeah, the older nigga, it was so random too, bro. When I say so random, it was so random. I was like, oh, that shit smashed my head up too. So now I'm in Atlantic. I mean, when I went to Atlantic, it's like I said, the building is like up the block from the projects. It looked like a residential building. It don't look like I don't know how to explain the building. Don't look.
Where is it at? Atlantic and what?
Atlantic Avenue. I can't remember the cross street, bro. Whatever street.
In East New York?
No, Atlantic, close to Fulton, close to downtown. I can see I can see Brooklyn House from where I'm at, from Atlantic.
Yeah.
I first go inside the Atlantic building. Like I said, it looks like it blends in, but the building, now that I know, it looks like a building on the yard. Like, you gotta get buzzed in, banned. At the time, not exposed to that. You feel me? Spofford was the only little stint. Then I did some shit at Light Street next to Bellevue. There's a little program shit over there where they hold you in before they transfer you out. Anybody that know that been through the system, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So now when I get inside the building, feel me, it's throwing me off because, you know what I mean? Again, like I said, these buildings and these all institutions, they breed you for the legal system. They breed you for incarceration. Because again, at the time I didn't know, but now it looks like any yard, camp, level 1 yard, level 2 yard, and level 1 yard really. It looks all like that. You walk in, bunch of niggas around, got the TV, go upstairs, everybody got individual rooms. So I get in there, and I think I might have told you that part where I came in there, and there was a nigga from Yonkers named Casanova. You feel me? Light skin nigga though, not this nigga. Light skin nigga named Casanova. Remember, he walked in a room with like 4 other niggas. And he like, yo, we got the little shit. Like, where you from? Like, Blue on Blood, an entree. He like, yo, we got the shit in here. Our little clique, we got a shit called D-Block. I remember this shit. It's funny as hell. Like, 3, 4 niggas came in the room. And he like, yo, niggas ain't done with D-Block. They against us. So what you trying to do? I hooked off. Like I said, man. Swing first, win first, man. That's how we going with that. So I get down with the shit. So I'm rocking with the niggas. It's D-Block. Blood. So now this is, again, leading to the first time I get cut. We in there now. It's Bloods, it's Lion Kings. It's all that. It's juvenile shit, bro. So you gotta remember, it's a bunch of young niggas from all over New York. You feel me? That's delinquents, gangs, whatever they're doing, they ain't going on the right path. So we put all of us in the building. And I remember we was in the little day room area. Nigga, I was watching some random shit. I couldn't even tell you. I remember what song was out at the time. That Maxwell song, that you know the shit I'm talking about. I should've told you, but that's just that one. Whatever that was. You know that shit.
I don't know what that. I remember Maxwell songs, but I don't.
This nigga's dirty.
That shit right there. I don't know what that was right there.
Yo, bro, the shit. You should've told you, but I just can't let it show.
Oh yeah,
you know
yeah.
This funny ass nigga. I'm not a singer, nigga. If I was, I'd have a YouTube page singing. But yeah. So I think the video was on the Lion King switched the shit. Boom, when he changed the shit, I'm like, yo, nobody said anything. I'm kind of looking. I'm like, yo, y'all let this little kid motherfucker change the channel? That was our disrespect for them. You feel me? LK, I mean, again, I ain't trying to disrespect no Lion Kings listening, but y'all know the temperature. We was not, you know what I mean? It was never, now it's kind of cordial, but at a point, it was red against yellow. So when I say that, it's like one or two other Lion Kings there, but I got the Bloods, you got
Oh, you said it was ABG niggas in there too?
these ABG niggas in there, yeah. That's when I first started hearing that. But at that time, we saw ABG niggas as niggas that, because they always ran with Bloods. ABG niggas never ran with Crips. We always felt like they was the niggas that never wanted to be down with Bloods, but they was rock with the same thing with Rough Riders. All them niggas like.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know, I don't know about what them young niggas was doing, but ABG started on some neutral shit, and then it evolved into whatever it evolved into, but it was strictly a Brownsville thing.
It was from the Ville?
Hell yeah, nothing but the Ville.
Yeah, I can see that, because a lot of niggas from that ABG shit, they was from that side, your neck of the woods.
Yeah, but they definitely was rocking with Bloods heavily.
Yeah, that's what they that's all they was. And again, like I said, I'm not saying like they wasn't anything about that, but we just looked at them as like cousins of Bloods. Same way back in the days, GDs, there was a few GDs, we used to call them Crip cousins. They was favorites with the Crips. Now they beef with Crips, but back then we used to consider GDs Crips. They get treated the same way as we treated Crip. You mean, like, that's the people, they ride the 6, we ride the 5. You feel me? So I remember I said called the nigga Lil Kim, and like everything kind of froze. You feel me? At that time, I was kind of ruthless a little bit. Not when I say ruthless, I was just like, we didn't really start playing with hammers yet. You feel me? So my whole shit was just that, like, you feel me? The worst thing I could do is lose a fight. You feel me? And I could count on both hands the fights I lost, and I know I can't count on my whole body the fights I've had. So I know my ratio is definitely on a good percentage. You feel me? So I remember I said that to him. When I said that to the boy, he say some shit. He ain't call me the SL shit, the disrespectful term for blood. He ain't bother me like that. But he just like, all right, we gotta get it in. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm excited now. Now I'm about to make a movie. So now we go upstairs. Go up the stairs. I think it was like, I don't know how many floors it was, but somebody been in Atlantic. They don't know. We go upstairs. We get in somebody's room. We get down. I felt like I washed him up. He hit me with some kind of like, after I was watching, you know when you punishing somebody real quick, they do that bear hug joint like on some like the slow, like on boxers do. You try to slow the tempo down. So when he do that, I'm like, yo, bro, you ain't about nothing. Boom, I pushed him off and jabbed him. When I got him off me, the homie said, yo, you bleeding. I'm like, what you talking about? I'm like, yo, you bleeding. When he say that, I look down at boy's hand. He got the sharp toothbrush. Super sharp. I don't even know how he even got at that point. To keep it real with you. Shit look like a straight arrowhead, like some real African shit. The shit was like pointy. So boom, when I see the joint in his hand, I blacked out, and all of a sudden I feel my back. Cause I don't know how. Before I didn't feel it. I don't know, but now all of a sudden my back felt hot. So I'm like, yo, homie just blasted me. I'm like, homie just blasted you. I lifted up my white shirt. The homie's like, oh shit, your shit open. So I think he stabbed the joint and dug it in, because I could see I still got the scar on my back. It's a slash that goes straight down. So that's how good it was. If fucking 20 years later, I can still see the mark. People like, me, somebody see my back, they can see it. So when I see the joint, everybody stop and breaking the joint. They take the shit from the boy. I'm like, yo, he dead. I'm like, he can't live yet. He's dead. He's dead. So now I'm running around trying to find some type of poker, any kind of joint. At that time, motherfuckers was just staying armed.
And you said this was in a group home?
Yeah. It's a group home. Basically, it's a group home reception center. You feel me? You can stay there for a minute, and then they ship you to a real home. But you could be in there for a minute, depending on who you are. You feel me? If they want.
How old is the kids there?
That shit go from let's say 13 to 20. I think 13 to 20 or 13 to 19. I want to say 20 maybe. Yeah, 13 between that. So we all in there. So when you do that joint, like I said, I'm still gotta be still fresh 13. I see red. I'm hot. I'm going to get a poker shit. Everybody grab me. They're like, boom. I'm like, yo, let's get down and get the boy. Said he don't want to fight no more. He good. I'm like, yo, all right, you gotta pop your beads. You feel me? At that time, you feel me? That was the wave when beads was big. You feel me? Like, yo, if you pop a crip nigga beads and come back with it, that was a badge of honor. It was like basically in the military when you see all the patches, the Purple Heart. If you was able to pop somebody's beads, whoop them out, and had the beads, or take their flag, that was basically like you was just getting trinkets all over your uniform. So when I told him that, the boy was like, he hesitated a little bit. I think the other Latin King was like, that's how I knew niggas that he didn't want to smoke. He told him to do it. He popped the beads. Boom. I remember for like 3 days straight, because I couldn't tell them people nothing. I slept on my stomach because my back was hurting. It was so
Now,
hot.
he sliced you open, or he stabbed you?
He stabbed and pulled down. When he was bear hugging me, that's what he was doing. Remember I said he bear hugged me? That's what he was doing. So I never seen it. I never seen him come out because I was punishing him. So he must have had it in the pocket. And then when he bear hugged, when I got close on him, he hit it. So like I said, I got a cool little slash straight down my back. But it was deep enough that it hurted. So the boy, when he do that, I popped the beads. Niggas was fucking with me. I slept on my stomach. I had one of my homies. Yeah, I had him switch bunks with somebody else. He stayed in the room with me. You feel me? Boom, that shit was. I mean, I felt degraded, but I felt like I had the W, but I didn't feel satisfied. You feel me? Like I said, I held it down. I whooped him out, but I felt like now I got a permanent. You feel me? Oh boy left a permanent stain on me. Like he got me with that. So now, after 3 days, I slept on my stomach. Going when they do the count and everything. That's why I said all this shit kind of. The way the system is, I don't know if it's ever gonna change because I doubt it will. The kids of the youth, the young black, Spanish, even white, whatever, when they go through any kind of systematic things about just adjusting to society as the youth and how they try to reform you, as they say, all it does is prepare you for the structure of prison, of state time, federal. All it does is prepare you for that, where you're told what to do, how to do it. You're synchronized when you eat. You feel me? All it does is kind of
that shit is a pathway. Everybody who was in group homes ended up in Sparford. Everybody was in Sparford ended up in DFY. Then it was C-74 Rikers Island. Then it's up top. Then it's the feds. If you keep going,
you called it perfect. It's literally it's an elevator. It's an elevator that goes in. This is your floor. You get on this floor now. It only goes up though. So now you get selected few that was never supposed to be in that situation. You get
a few that make it out that cycle, but the average motherfucker.
Oh, the average? Oh yeah, that's your route.
You in a group home. You a young black boy in a group home at 11, 12. You gonna be on Rikers Island by well now it's by 18. You'll be in the system though by 14, 15.
Easy. You know what I think it is though? I think it's the fact that you lose the fear of it. You see what I'm saying? Like you don't, you know what I mean? Most kids that get in trouble and get right because they're scared of going to jail, getting scared of getting this, scared of getting locked up. You feel me? I did my bid in NY. When I went to do my bid in Vegas, I mean even in Jersey, niggas thought I was the type of nigga that been down for forever because I knew how to bid already. I was already groomed into the bidding process from the youth.
Hey yo, the link is in the description in the comments. Join my Patreon to hear me getting at this Brooklyn hater 10-hole clowns.
The bigger a nigga get up in this motherfucker, the more they hate you. The bigger a nigga get up in this motherfucker, the more they hate you.
Lads.
The bigger a nigga get up in this motherfucker, the more they hate you.
Brownsville, Brooklyn.
The bigger a nigga get up in this motherfucker, the more
Beast 129. Yeah, most slept on rap, nigga, hopping out the back, nigga. Jack filled with the names of the Coke Kings. I was raised in the Ville, son, I know things. So things most dudes can't stomach. 4/5 brains ooze like hummus. Get fried shit tied to the rap game. Big 6 with the 5 in the back. Plain white ups cause the feet work easy. Can't walk cause the streets so greasy. My Nyseezer caught 10 for a Mac 10. Nigga would've got 10 months back when. Smack den, stay foul, they love you. Change up for a while, they fuck you. Get big, they SIGs get antsy. Niggas want you to stay shrimp scampy. Fucking haters.
The bigger a nigga get up in this motherfucker, the more they hate you. The bigger a nigga get up in this motherfucker, the more they hate you. The bigger a nigga get up in this motherfucker, the more they hate you. The bigger a nigga get up in this motherfucker, the more they hate you.
Potter's Field, they hate on Turbo. Is they new to my shit, home on a furlough. Earn low, 8 racks on Louis. And I'm hood, no tax, I'm Huey. In the hood with a bitch, I'm Goldie. Please don't throw the block like goalies. My parolees will see you bang that American Eagle, act like seafood. These crabs be cash repellers, not Nas but nasty fellas. I am get lost like tapes. In the crib, pigs caught my safe. I ain't snitch, I'm a G to the end. Made the screens 3D in the Benz. Got the barbershop chair in the loft, so they can't Anastasia me off. Damn haters.
The bigger a nigga get up in this motherfucker, the more they hate you. The bigger a nigga get up in this motherfucker, the more they hate you. The bigger a nigga get up in this motherfucker, the more they hate you. The bigger a nigga get up in this motherfucker, the more they hate you.